Thanks, Ashley. We all know changing our diets can make a huge impact on how we feel and whether or not we get sick.
So it stands to reason that the same can be said for your pets. Melanie Lawson explains how one vet's approach to treatment is giving whole new meaning to the phrase, your pet is what he eats.
Katie's our little girl.
For Kathy and Dan Jensen, figuring out what was wrong with their Scottish Terrier, Katie, was all they could think about.
She would get these welts all over her, and she just would be scratching herself to death all night long.
She even lost a bunch of fur. So after dropping thousands of dollars and trying a half dozen medications, the Jensens went to Dr. Anna Ortiz. And as a last resort, they tried food therapy.
You have to create a balance within, let's say, an animal that seems to be imbalanced.
Basically, the idea is people, animals, and food all have energy, which can be run either hot or cold. For instance, on a basic level, if we're talking about meat, cooler meats include most fish, duck, pork, or rabbit, while some hot or warmer meats include chicken, lamb, and venison. So how do you know if your animal might be considered cooler?
Those are animals that maybe are weaker on the hind end, and sometimes older animals are a little cooler.
Whereas a hot animal might be more hyper and active.
That's what happened with Katie. Some of the food that she was eating was not appropriate for her constitution. She's a fire dog. She goes out there, she wants to lick and kiss and do all that. Then she can benefit from using cooler types of food.
Now Jensen says Katie's like a new dog after the switch from venison to her home-cooked turkey meals.
Turkey, celery, spinach, then you can add occasional cucumber and some fruit. Then just a couple spices, a little bit of salt, and that's it.
Dr. Ortiz says it's not just symptoms like Katie's that could indicate a change in food might be necessary.
The basic signs, coughing, sneezing, vomiting, diarrhea, and those are more obvious, obviously, but even a change in behavior.
And if you don't cook, Dr. Ortiz says there are plenty of limited ingredient commercial foods out there that are balanced and can meet your pet's needs. All you have to do is check out your nearest pet store.
Melanie Lawson, Channel 4, the local station.
Kathy and Dan Jensen say within the first week of changing their pet's diet, her scratching went away. So if your pet has a sensitive stomach while switching food, most veterinarians do recommend that you do this gradually. Add a little of the new food to the old food and continue adding more and more until you're totally switched over. They say you can help avoid upset stomach and also accidents that way. Well, still to come.